We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Glenn Shirley, a right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now at the plate, Pete Armstrong, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First of three here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they do come off a victory their last time out. However, that came on the heels of a streak that watched them lose 7 in a row prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Weather not much of an issue tonight, a mild 65 degrees here at game time. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Freddie Santiago waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Full count still. And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So in now for Chicago, Freddie Santiago. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Two takes and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So they can't get the strike him out, throw him out double play as there's a runner in scoring position now following the punch out. Stepping in, J.C. Embry. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games. First delivery to him on the way. Now a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. The 0-1 on its way. yanked foul off to the right. And a check swing. They'll appeal down to third. No swing is the signal from Freddie Ferguson. It's ball one. The 1-2 pitch. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
The 2-2. Here's a blooper out toward left center. In comes the left fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, D-Roll. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
At the plate now, Ryan Buckner, as he'll take a look at ball one. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back in there. The 1-0, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Two-0 count. The pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. He waits. Now the pitch. Embry, base runner at first with one out. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
That's it. The catcher, Jimmy Grimes.
Now at the plate, Jimmy Grimes. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A ball and no strikes.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Ready with the 1-0. Hops this one up. De La Cruz in foul ground, and this will land foul. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Slapped hard the opposite way. Jordan is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. On now to the bottom of inning number one. It's the Cubs 1. The Reds coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Some Igawa gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, take a look at that career ERA in the low 2s. Not an easy thing to do in the day of smaller ballparks and guys hitting a lot of home runs. One thing he does, he stays away from the barrels of the bats, and if he continues to pitch like that, he's going to have his way with a lot of teams. It'll be interesting and fun to watch him in this one here today.
Into the box now, Michael Jordan. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Here comes the first pitch. Steven De La Cruz comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. Fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
The 1-2. Grounded to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, the shortstop, Mark Drake.
Stepping up to the plate, Mark Drake. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Now the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses with it. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So nothing happening this time around. 1 inning in the books here. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. Standing in, Sito Suzuki. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Suzuki.
Pitch on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. One and one.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box now, Sammy Sosa, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 289 is the average coming in. with 19 homers and 82 runs batted in.
Ball
2-0.
2-0.
Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a liner. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. And when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Nicholas Horner. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs are down in order. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward is the switch hitting outfielder, Alan Hudgens.
Alan Hudgens.
First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Into the box, William Goddard. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And he fouls this one off. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
At the plate, James Martinez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Martinez stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a first-round pick during the 2020 draft.
You know, I know this guy isn't the superstar everyone thought he was going to be when he was drafted in those high rounds, but he has had a solid big league career.
And a It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Two out, nobody on. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Rounded softly down the line toward first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Cubs are on top, 1-0. So here now's the pitcher, Sum Higawa. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So 4 of the first 7 outs thus far tonight have come via the punch out. And as we check out our Reds leaderboard, we find that he currently sits 3rd best on the club in that department. At the plate, Pete Armstrong. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Now that's popped up. Drake shading to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
Now at the plate, Freddie Santiago. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
At the knees, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 1-0. In now, Miguel Blanco, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh, that's low.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A little bit outside. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Oh, that's as good as you can throw the palm ball there. 2-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. 3-2 pitch. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. So striding forward now, Willie Molina, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Now another 2-2. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The pitcher, Glenn Shirley, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First things first, here's a throw over, and he's back in standing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. The second for one. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. Cubs lead it 1-0. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, J.C. Embry. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
A 1 pitch on its way.
Ball inside.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Jordan is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Buckner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's a one-out single right there. And hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention. A little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
To the plate now, Jimmy Grimes, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Grimes is widely considered one of the elite backstops in the game. Of course, his skills behind the plate are well documented, and in a position like catcher, that makes a big difference for his team every night he straps it on.
And for obvious reasons. And he allows the pitching staff to throw any pitch, any count, knowing they can bounce that breaking ball and feel like it's coming right back to him. This guy, he is really one of the special defenders in our sport.
It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
No, inside.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies, but they lead it 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Jordan. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Michael Jordan.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Non-competitive pitch right there runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Now the pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Steven De La Cruz will stand in for the 2nd time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Two and two.
I got to tell 2-2.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Boy, that thing's moving pretty good. 2 gone.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
So now to the plate, Mark Drake. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They still trail 1-0. So stepping in, Sito Suzuki.
The left fielder, Sito Suzuki.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball. Ball one, no strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. High and deep to left center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Now to the plate, Sammy Sosa. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball inside.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Heading out towards shallow right. Hudgens in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
At the plate, Nicholas Horner. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. And it's quickly 0-2. Horner playing here in his age 29 season. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Reds,
Leading off the inning, Alan Hudgens, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. That misses. 2-0. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Hit back up the middle. And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Set. Here it comes. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. One there. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the one on the play.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Now batting, James Martinez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Outside with the off-speed pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. To 1-2 now. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. 5 innings complete. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. So digging in now, Sum Igawa. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Hudgens is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Pete Armstrong. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. The windup and the 0-1.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Standing in now, Freddie Santiago. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0.
Ball back outside.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they're on top 1-0. In now for the Reds, Miguel Blanco will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Three and 0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Now at the plate, Willie Molina. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set, and the pitch. The 1-0.
Nope.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
2-1. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but 1 ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
Michael Black will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Reds go down quietly. They trail this one 1-0. Brad Naquin is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 21, Brad Naquin.
Ready once again, J.C. Embry, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Embry.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
The pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Buckner. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Bases are empty, one man out. That's inside. 2-0. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The catcher, number 8, Jimmy Grimes.
Coming to the plate now, Jimmy Grimes. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0 is a sharp slider taken low for a ball.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
The count now at 2-1. The count now at 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Now batting, the left fielder, Suzuki.
Stepping in now, Sito Suzuki. A ball and no strikes. That evens it up, 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Chopped toward the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They lead it 1-0.
7th inning, Stretch.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Michael Jordan.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Armstrong comes on now, and he has it 1 down. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Ready now for Cincinnati, Steven De La Cruz. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's flared off to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Into the box now, Mark Drake, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 1-0 home.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
And that's in there, 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. All even now, 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch hit down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Fouled off. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout, that's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
In now, Alan Hudgens, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ball 2. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. William Goddard is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple. They're down 1-0. Thomas Lynn has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 93, Thomas Lynn.
standing in, Sammy Sosa. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
At the plate now, Nicholas Horner, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Windup and the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
At the plate, Sam Igawa. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he'll get back in safely. First pitch coming. Here it is. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
1 out and a runner on second base. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1. Lynn is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty V, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble, and what does he do? He kind of puts it in 5th gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys.
And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
The center fielder, number 2, Pete.
Well, when you're making that throw all the way across, you've got to make sure you gather and fire, because if you don't, the ball will sink on you. Looked like he tried to finesse that one a bit too much, and they'll hit him with an error.
Into the box, Pete Armstrong, and their runners at the corners now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball and a strike.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Slider laid off for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Runners are at first and third, one away. That's strike two on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
High and deep to straightaway right. Right fielder looking up, still ranging back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 21 for him on the season. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Rodney Friedman gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 17, Rodney Friedman.
At the plate, Freddie Santiago, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Jordan will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Next to the Cubs, the second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Stepping into the box, J.C. Embry. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
2-0. 3 runs already home here. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
On the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, James Martinez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
That's ball
three. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the eighth. He's a pitch away from 100.
Man, I love this right now. He's given it everything he has, given this team depth, allowing the manager to pick some serious matchups when it comes to going to the bullpen, Dan.
Boy, you nailed that, D-Road. Now you could go to your go-to guys, the troubleshooters, the guy you want to bring into close games. Anytime a starter can get you through 7 innings, the 8th inning, it's a bonus. A job well done so far.
Now the payoff pitch home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Into the box, Miguel Blanco. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a walk in his last trip. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
So now to the plate, Willie Molina, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He was a double play victim last time around. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're down 4-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Robert Lewis will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ken Gerald is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Digging in the switch hitter, Ryan Buckner. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's just out.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Flares this one over toward first. But an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
Now back, catcher, Jimmy Ross.
Striding in, Jimmy Grimes. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 24, Tito Suzuki.
So striding in, Sito Suzuki. First pitch of the at-bat. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Lewis, a 6'3" left-hander. He's a 9-year major league vet. Two out, nobody on. Fastball called for strike 2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Cubs are down in order, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Stepping in, Ken Gerald. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a strike called at the letters. Look high to me, but it's 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Fouled away. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Michael Jordan. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Third baseman number 2.
Ready now, Steven De La Cruz. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Digging in to try it again, Mark Drake, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. the stretch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. The Reds down to their last strike. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off. 1-2.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
4-0 the score tonight. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Sam Igawa records his 14th winning decision of the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Glenn Shirley is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
4 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Reds, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Great American Ballpark, 42,319. The Reds thank you.